Okay, we are jumping into game one between Wings of Freedom and TMS here at the Saskatchewan Law League. I've got White Pikmin with me today and also Dunk Daly.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
And first off, we have Gregus being banned out by TMS and Jinx banned out by Wings of Freedom here.
oh,
Yeah, Gregus is
Greg
pretty.
is in the Ziggs ban. Hilo plays a mean Zig, so I think it was a fair ban.
Yeah, Syndra banned out from Wings of Freedom onto Ashwin.
Hilo has a really big champion pool, though.
Yeah, he's been playing all sorts of things, just crazy.
I kind of hope we get to see a Vanguard. That's what I'm hoping for, because, I mean, who doesn't want to see a Vanguard?
Who doesn't want to see that nuke?
Exactly. And Elise and Vi were the last two bans here. Elise, super strong laner, same with Vi. Great to take out both of them.
Always strong bans, but not always necessary bans.
And Shodi Shinto here picking up Kha'Zix for the first pick. That could be going into the jungle or the mid lane, but not too sure what's going to go. Interesting enough, there was no top lane bans. So all top lanes are free. So Mundo is probably going to be, Mundo. Actually,
Jungle Mundo.
Wings of Freedom picked up, Mundo and Renekton there on their first round of picks.
That's strong. That's a huge front line.
For sure. Yeah, I can only assume that's going to be Jungle Mundo. There's no reason to not pick it on the top
Mundo.
lane.
Yeah.
if you're not going to swap that for no reason. And looks like TMS going to pick up York jungle, perhaps?
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I feel there'll be some kind of swap going on.
Probably. I saw that in a solo queue game I played, and it did not do very well at all.
York is really versatile, though. If you think about it, York can do pretty much any role really well.
Yeah, chance support. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, York support was used in competitive play. It's been used in competitive play all over, actually. It's been used in both NA, EU, and it's also been used in China and Korea.
I've never seen it, but I doubt that will be the case in this game.
Daydream used it last summer season, I believe.
Sweet.
The more you know. It looks like York locked in with Caitlyn on the side of TMS.
It's, again, another really strong pickup. Haven't really seen too much Caitlyn being played, really. It's really the focus on Jinx and the focus on Lucian.
Yeah, I really feel like Caitlyn's just more of a safe kind of pick. You just kind of just want to farm up, not do too much. So
Exactly. She's a good champ for that.
looks like Wings of Freedom locking in Karma Lucian in the bot lane. You know, they probably got some great synergy between those two champions.
We've seen how scary Karma can be, too. Like, that is a really, really big support pickup as long as you know how to play Karma.
Yeah, like they should be able to get off tons of poke onto the bot lane.
And Oriana pick up here.
And it does look like TMS is hovering over Leona. I forget who just played Leona, Caitlyn, and LCS. Oh, actually, that was LMQ in the Challenger Series just now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it worked out for LMQ. They're monsters.
It wasn't really surprising. Wasn't really an upset victory or anything.
Yeah, but we'll have to see if it works for TMS here. Like they were saying in the Challenger Series, it's not too strong of a lane as they don't really synergize that well.
What's a really strong lane in terms of just like locking somebody down and instantly bursting them. Because as long as Caitlyn can get a headshot stack up, or even just get a Piltover on top of someone who's stunned, that is a lot of damage because that procs off the sunlight and it's just giving that initial damage from both the headshot or the Or the Piltover.
And Xerath, the final pick for Wings of Freedom, insta locked in for Hilo there. See what he does to counter Ori with that. If he wants to get all of his damage, he's just going to be standing still for the Shockwave and Dissonance. So we'll have to see how that works out.
Now, are we going to see a 3,000 ELO Royals? That's what I want to see.
Just Shockwave that whole team there. Easy peasy. They don't have a ball delivery system at all, so it'll be completely up to Ashwin to
put it on Kha'Zix and he jumps in, but that's like
then Kha'Zix dies.
a little scary. Yeah, he'll die pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, really ham pickup.
Yeah, that's a little
if he
bit
goes
too scary.
ham, if he goes absolutely ham, maybe it pays off. I don't know.
Like they could potentially burst one of the frontliners with all that damage.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to burn Shockwave and everything just for front line. And we are into that 3-minute delay, so we'll be in game shortly. But right now, I think Wings of Freedom definitely have the advantage because like TMS, they have Kha'Zix in the jungle. Doesn't really bring any tankiness to the table. It's just all
I find
damage.
he's kind of a slower jungle too, but like he's still powerful. But
Yeah,
it's not
like-
tanky, not nearly as tanky as Mundo or Renekton.
Yeah. The best part, because the Leona pick synergizes well with the Kha'Zix in the bot lane. That would be a lot of burst damage on Dilution or Karma. They could probably pick up an easy kill there. But if Kha'Zix wants to go to like the top lane or try to do any counter jungling, I feel like he'd have a harder time because Mundo and Renekton are just way too big.
Yeah.
And Hilo actually picked up Barrier in the mid lane opposed to Ashwin's Ignite. I feel like that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
Because he's going to lock himself up to just allow
Mhm.
Ashwin to get easy damage,
Yeah.
so just negate that. Make it easy peasy. No
Easy PC level, easy level 6.
Exactly. No need to get absolutely destroyed for no reason. And the York in the top lane, will win early, I think. But later, he might fall off.
No, I think what's gonna happen here is every single fight they're gonna focus the Yorick ult onto either Kha'Zix or they're gonna focus on the Caitlyn. Because those two are obviously gonna be like the really high contention for getting targeted. And I'm imagining it's gonna go for either of those two because if a Kha'Zix gets revived or ghosted for 30 seconds, that's huge. Like that's 30 seconds more of ISO damage, and you will literally crush
Deadly.
everybody.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, with Ori, does the initial ghost before she gets revived apply Clockwork Windup with her autos?
I believe it does.
Because then that could also be if Ashwin does get nuked down, then they could do that also.
Yep.
Because Clockwork Windup does stupid amounts of damage.
Oh yeah, it's a really strong passive. Like out of all the mid laners, that's definitely one of the strongest passives there is.
And we are
All right.
loading up
Loading
into the
screen,
game
Here we
here.
come.
Once again, we do have Wings of Freedom on the purple side and TMS on the blue side. And another thing is that Hilo's just super strong in the mid lane, especially with Xerath. I could see him roaming a lot.
Yeah, the last game I watched him play, he was all over the map. A threat everywhere.
Because he can hide behind tree line or something, W up, and then he just has massive range, and he'll just melt anybody on the other team. What is it? You get 35% Magic Pen in Power Lotus?
I think so. It's a lot. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Yeah.
It
Things
really
get a
starts
little
to stack
scary.
up late game. We don't be surprised to see Xerath one-shot somebody late game. Another reason that they might have picked up Yorick on the Muffin Stuffers is because of Baby Trog's Yorick. Well, I suppose they only did have one game with him before he swapped AD, but definitely could be one of those just counter-picking strategies.
Yeah, Wings of Freedom, I think Talon was ADC and Baby Shark was top, right?
I believe so.
I'm not quite sure why they wanted to swap. Maybe they felt like one was stronger than the other, but I'm not sure actually how many games they played with that swap, so we'll have to see. Oh, and Reblo
Disconnection
having
right
some
off the bat.
DC problems, yeah, and there's the pause, yeah. Wait that out. Get off the chat here. Don't need to see that. There might be some bad things we don't want to see, so. And Wings of Freedom definitely had a great start. Like, they bought quick, left quick, whereas TMS, they still have 2 members in the base. So if Behemoth went over to that tri-bush, he would get caught out fairly quickly, even with only 4 members there.
Yeah, it seems really weird that they'd be rushing that tri-brush without... Well, I guess Harablo is the one who DC'd, but even then, probably could have figured that out a little bit sooner.
Ooh, hang on here. Do have a little bit of a video problem as well. See if-
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, felt it. Uh-oh.
This happened last game too. Let's see if we can't get it back. Wow,
Fix it, fix it, fix it,
wow,
fix
we're
it,
sitting
fix
in
it.
this pause.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Like Fry? Futurama? Fix it, fix it, fix it.
Fix it. I don't know, I checked everything before and it was working fine.
Fix it, fix it, fix it.
We'll have to see here. Good thing we're still in pause, because that way I can actually figure this out here.
Fix what's going on.
Oh,
Something that I'm really surprised by this bot lane for Wings of Freedom. Karma did not take Ignite. Which
There
I think
we
she
go.
should have. I think that would have been a really strong lane.
got the game screen back there, so everything's fine and
fixed it.
dandy. Yeah, I fixed it.
Fixed it.
Good thing we were still in pause. Because otherwise, good thing it actually paused. That way I made sure to check that. Because last time I went to cast a game, it happened both times, and I couldn't even upload them. So,
Mhm.
great to see that working.
Yeah. It's nice when things work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. And like, I feel like TMS here, go back to this, they could actually have a really, really strong late game. If they land 3 or 4 man Ori ults on top of Leona ults,
Could be devastating.
it'll absolutely destroy them. That front line, doesn't even matter. Back line's gonna get melted, and the front line will just disappear right after.
Yeah, and like it's a late game AD. I think Caitlyn is just an overall stronger AD than Lucian. She can keep her range, and at the same time, like, no one can outdamage Caitlyn crits. Like, it's literally impossible if she gets a headshot crit.
Yeah. Things are gonna go pretty bad if that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Especially with Lucian, like, if you want to maximize your damage, you have to E somewhere to keep getting those double strikes.
Mhm.
So if you E in to get a double strike and get a kill, you're vulnerable for like
Mhm.
6-7 seconds, however
Yeah.
long the cooldown is. Not too sure.
It's a very long cooldown early game. It's like a 15-second cooldown early game.
Yeah, 18 at level 1.
Yeah, and then late game it starts to kind of come down, but even then, still a decently long cooldown. And thinking about it, like talking about how supports or how Karma should take an ignite, at least in my opinion. Leona too. You're facing a double tank lineup, and one of them being Mundo. You're gonna want to focus at least one ignite on him every fight, and it shouldn't really be a carry doing that. It should always be someone who's going to be supporting the carries and making sure they're going to be doing it. Sure, York can do it, but what happens if York's in the back line just trying to peel for Caitlyn and Mundo's going right after Orianna, and she doesn't have ignite up? Leona
Yeah.
can't really peel for her then.
Yeah, I like exhaust in lane against a Lucian isn't even like the biggest deal, because he doesn't need to build any sort of attack speed early. He more just wants to hit his abilities and get those double shots.
Yeah, and like with the double shot passive, it's not like exhaust is going to be doing a ton. You're getting an extra hit off anyway, so it's just like doing a single auto anyways. So
Yep.
you're still getting a good amount of damage off.
Now Lucian still build Blade of the Rune King, am I right? People still use that?
I have not seen that in a long time.
Oh
Yeah.
no. That breaks my heart because that procs with his double hit, does it not?
I
It
think
does,
I'm
but
pretty
the
sure
fact
it does.
it does, but the fact that you're getting a higher AD ratio out of having a Bloodthirster just makes your culling do a lot more damage. It makes literally everything just do a lot more damage on Lucian.
yeah.
All right.
Usually you can see like a board come out late game from a Lucian for like a 6th item or a 5th item.
Mhm.
Say if they're a little bit ahead, or even if they're just even, it just adds a lot more dueling potential. And that item would make it so Lucian would be able to duel Caitlyn. Because as soon as he gets in range of Caitlyn and he has a Bork, he's going to blow her up. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to take him no time at all to demolish that Caitlyn.
Yeah, and like
Jeez.
that was the thought process behind the Triforce on Lucian, because it does apply
Oh,
on
yeah.
both of those.
Oh. That's something I didn't know. Oh. That's probably a better item to pick up than a Bork.
Yeah. Also, it helps just push towers all day, every
Oh
day.
yeah.
Check chat here again. See, not too sure what the problem is. Yeah. Chat is
isn't-
pretty salty.
That's salty.
Yeah. don't want to look at that for too long.
They're talking about cooking.
Cooking.
This year.
Yeah, I was reading it.
I don't know.
I'm able to read it.
I just have it
doesn't
off.
show up on any stream for me.
I just
so-
have it off. So.
Well, you should. You should.
I don't know. I'm just gonna play around with my camera controls right here.
Just get a good feel for things.
Why? I can't even like move the camera at this point. So. I don't know. Not too much else to say at this point. Just
Not really.
banter between ourselves.
We're just playing a waiting game.
Yeah.
Something that we haven't seen in general, really, with Saskatchewan Law League. Haven't seen any early award clearing. No one's really gotten a lens. It's definitely like a really strong item. It's not like it's bad or anything to get early game, especially for bot laners and junglers. But yeah, again, you just really don't see it. No one really builds it at all.
Yeah. I feel like the jungler, like most junglers, are just starting the warding trinket and then selling it and buying the sweeping one later.
Mm-hmm.
Because the wards are gonna die out at around 2.5 minutes anyways. So they don't really need it. But if like, cause like, Ender bought an extra ward. So now, if Pure Hugeness wants to gank bot lane, they will have vision of him, depending on where he places that. So like, he didn't need to start a ward and trinket, because usually when like they draw the lines at the river, the mid lane will ward, the ADC will ward, and the top lane will ward all the popular entrance spots to their own jungle. So the support and the jungler don't really use their wards.
This is actually kind of interesting here. Leona didn't grab any wards. Straight up went for the relic shield, two biscuits of rejuvenation, and yeah, I don't know what to think of that.
I don't know. I really dislike the biscuit mastery. Like
I
I'm okay with
would never even look at it twice.
the mastery itself for the biscuit is fine. It's actually worth the 1 point you put into it. But the 1 point you put in to get to it does nothing.
I don't know. Personally, like, I don't use it. I don't think it's worth it. You can get gold, or you can get like better masteries from the support tree, especially since like the season 4 changes, pre-season 4 changes. Like, support masteries are really strong. Before you used to see a lot of Tarks going like 21 or 0-21-9 for their support masteries, especially in solo queue. Now you see a lot more people going 0-9-21 because they just get more gold benefits out of it. They get huge regen benefits out of it, and at the same time they get cooldown out of it. It's just it's so useful for melee supports especially.
Yeah. And like the mastery before biscuit adds 10% of time to your potions and your elixirs. So the elixirs, yeah, that's adding 10% extra sec. But for the potions only heal 150 health anyways. So it does absolutely nothing.
Not really that great in the first place.
And I see a lot of Leonas going the relic shield. So even if it looks like Behemoth will fall down in CS, we have to add any sort of CS that Leona has to Behemoth's overall CS score. Because all those Leona executes are just money in the bank for Caitlyn right there.
I wonder if Leona's gonna sell the relic shield and build into into talisman.
I think that's what most people do. They try to get the Targons real quick, and then value that out, so that way the support goes even in gold about, and the ADC gains like 800 or something, and then they just sell it.
That's not a bad idea at all.
I feel like Ancient Coin as an item is just a better item overall.
I like it. It's sweet. You don't miss out too much, and there's a support mastery. I think that gives you an extra gold or so per minion kill around you. So it adds to its effect. So.
Yeah, and like especially if Leona sees that Karma is sticking with the Stealthiest Edge there, then you can get Shirelleries to just completely out counter anything they have, like slows, whatever. I can pop my Shirelleries, run away, or pop it to run in. Have to see what they decide to do there. Look at the chat again.
So far, nothing really.
Yeah, it doesn't quite seem like it. I'm not too sure what happens if we run out of pause time here. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I think the pause, like the game's resumed. That's what I think happens. And then, that's pause time, felt it. So when you're out of pause time, you can't pause anymore. I think it'll just resume the game, and then either we gotta re-host or.
I don't know. I think
a lost match?
I think it would count as a lost match.
It would count as a lost match. Well, unless they wanted to play it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which I mean, yeah, if they want to, go ahead, but it would be difficult.
Hmm.
I don't care who you are, it'd be difficult.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't care if you're mid laner's challenger.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're Chuck Norris, it's still gonna be tough.
That's a lie. Chuck Norris would win.
Okay, yeah, that was a bad name to bring up. I shouldn't have said that. But you know what I mean.
And Shadi Shinto in the top lane did go Flask instead of Doran's table that most top laners like to go. So he'll probably harass a bunch.
I love the Flask build. That was my season 3 build for York right at the start of the season until they did a few minor nerfs to him. He's I think this Renekton's gonna have a hell of a time trying to beat out this lane because York is one of the scariest top laners there is for anybody. He has tons of sustain, enough CC with his W because his slow is insanely strong, and he has 3 little minions that come out and attack you that you have to try and target around. So it's definitely going to be a fun time for Renekton.
Not to mention that if he does get all 3 ghosts out, he's taking 15% reduced damage and dealing 15% more with his basic attacks.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's just ridiculous.
It adds up.
I mean, I can only assume that he's gonna rush Manamune, or at least a tier, because there's like no reason to not do that.
A really nice rush on Yorick is a Glacial Shroud rush. You get 10%, since you get the 10% cooldown, 350 mana, or is it 400? I don't remember anymore. And 45 armor. That's huge, especially against a Renekton lane, and especially because he's already started the flash. Like he'll be able to sustain no matter what. You can just sit back and throw some Omas of Famine out and good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
That.
I don't know. York Renekton. I think will have a hard time, no matter what. Cause like the ghouls, they don't even attack minions. They straight up go for champions.
Ghoul's
So,
broken. Ghoul's broken. Riot, why nerf Aurelia? Nerf Yorick.
more like nerf Yasuo. It's OP. Those combos. It's just more the fact that any displacement anybody can bring, Yasuo can ult it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I enjoy playing Yasuo, but he's pretty damn annoying.
I haven't tried them yet.
I don't know. And I think even some displacement effects that you use yourself can also count for him. Because I'm pretty sure I was spectating a game of Tristana was up against a Yasuo. I'm pretty sure Tristana
Yeah, I
rocket
think
jumped
that
away, and then he ulted Tristana while she was
Yep.
rocket jumping.
Yep, it works.
That's
like
awesome.
that. I believe it would work like that too if I think if Tristana knocks somebody back with her ult, I think Yasuo can ult with that as well.
Yeah. I wonder if that counts for Shyvana ult.
Yep, I believe it does.
I believe it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so broken.
Did it work on Warwick ulting to target?
I don't think so. He kind of like just appears.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe you'd have to time it just perfectly. Like, just be a god.
Oh yeah, just spam that. Spam
Yeah.
the R key. This is a crazy long pause.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little ridiculous, but I guess it's what you have to deal with.
Yeah, no kidding.
20-minute DC.
Gotta get their strats down.
Chat's pretty dead.
Yeah, everyone seems to stop talking there.
Well, here's an update, I guess. Jug, since my brother is on Jug, I'm watching them next to me, and their game is 13-9 for Jug right now. So, who are they facing again? Because I do not know.
I think it's RDS.
RDS.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty close game. I've been peeking at it, watching Huntail hard carry.
That HHC is too strong.
HHC, man.
Okay, let's get some predictions going. Who do you
Yeah.
think? Who do you think's gonna win this game?
I'm going with Hilo's team. I don't know. I've just seen Hilo play so strong. Like, not only does he win his lane, he usually wins his lane, right? Every time I've watched him play, he wins it.
Mm-mm.
And then he goes to other lanes too to make sure that that lead just snowballs out of control.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to
I'm
go.
going with that.
I'm gonna have to go with Hilo's team too. I think if Hilo can just get like at all ahead, shut down Ashwin, maybe even counter jungle pure hugeness with Harabalo,
Yeah.
they're just gonna swing out of control and just take control.
Xerath is just so powerful now. Like, back when he came out, I never thought he would ever be as good as he is today. Like,
Well, screw
What?
you guys. I'm gonna be hipster, and I'm gonna go with the Muffin Stuffers. Actually,
Okay.
the only reason I think the Muffin Stuffers are really gonna win is jungle pressure. Mundo jungle is garbage in comparison to Kha'Zix. You have 50 billion times faster clear times with Kha'Zix, and
I think
Mundo
Kha'Zix is still pretty slow. So I feel like that's
not really if you know how to use your ISOs properly.
Okay.
If you can ISO really well, it's probably one of the faster jungle times right now. But even then, Mundo has to rely on positioning himself to land cleavers every single time.
Yeah.
And so instead of dodging a little bit of damage here or there, I know it may not seem that important, but it ends up turning out to be a lot. It could be a potion or two in the long run, and really sitting behind in jungle. Whereas I think Kha'Zix is really going to excel with that, and he's probably going to be able to stay in his jungle until probably second buffs come up, give away his second blue buff, and then go back, buy out his jungle item, buy out some boots, and really start to lay down the pressure with his ganks.
You have
Yeah.
a good point, sir.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
The only problem I could see if Hilo can push Ashwin to the tower and have any sort of timing when the red or the blue buff is up, he could just completely counter jungle Kha'Zix when he's doing it.
Well, for sure. And if there's anybody we're going to see that out of, it's going to be Hilo.
Well, I have 8 minutes remaining on this pause time.
Yeah. We'll have to see if he can make it back in.
Getting pretty clutch. It might have to be a forfeit here. We'll see.
Maybe.
I hope not, but
Yeah.
I hope this game's just a hell of a game because we've had to wait for it, you know? So,
Exactly.
you know, all good things come with time. Patience is a virtue. It'll pay off.
Hopefully, we'll have to wait it out. It's another 7.5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, good to know that our feeds are synced up, hey?
Yeah. That way, it's not like, oh, this just happened. No, it didn't. This just happened. It's just like,
Yeah. I had that last time. I think I was ahead of Landon and Hank.
yeah.
So I would say something and then they'd say it right after me. It's like, oh, did I ruin it?
Spoilers, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, spoiler alert, someone gets a kill, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
You bet. You
Oh,
you betcha this game is gonna be good if it happens. You betcha.
Yeah, and Karma does have exhaust, which it'll be good early, but later you're gonna end up having to exhaust either Renekton or Mundo,
Yeah, just to get them off.
or not Renekton or Mundo. Sorry, Kha'Zix probably,
Yeah.
or your.
Oh yeah, I was definitely looking.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong
side,
side.
Too. My bad.
I
Yeah.
think it's actually gonna have to be. It's gonna be forced onto Kha'Zix, or it's gonna be forced onto Caitlyn. I really don't think the Wings of Freedom is scared of the Oriana. I think they probably predicted the pick, if anything, and they're probably ready for anything that happens here. Like it's pretty cocky
Oriana
to
was
go.
picked before Xerath, so
Yeah, like it's pretty
Yeah.
cocky to go Xerath into Oriana, unless you know you're gonna win the matchup, and they seem confident enough to easily go into this matchup.
And we are into the yellow of the timer. Never
oh
seen this
my
before.
goodness, I've never seen this
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Whoever has been silly enough to listen to us talk for 25 minutes, oh my goodness, thank you for putting up with Dunk Daily. He's a lot to put up with.
Holy, the
Kidding.
low blows here.
Kidding.
I mean, it's preference. I mean, yeah.
Right? Some people can put up with you, most can't. I'm just messing with you.
Like, you already put my tears here. I'm already crying.
No, no, please.
I really want to see how this level 1 works out.
If it works out.
Yeah, like, waiting this long, 4 of them right there, ready to go in.
Makes me wonder what kind of problem's going on here.
No kidding, like he lose power to his whole block or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
in
it really didn't
Skype. I
seem
was
like
reading the
Ives
chat.
did.
He got back in Skype with his team, but that's about it. Yeah. He can just talk to them. He can just tell them what's happening, which is nothing at all.
I mean, I know about Regina ISP issues, but you'd imagine it would be fixed by now.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
kidding. Like,
It's all like good access.
yeah, the only time I've ever like DC'd
Access
from a
drops.
game is if my power goes out.
Yeah. No, don't forget the internet melting.
Oh yeah, never mind. That happened way too often.
I always get those stupid lag spikes, and then all of a sudden my everything just disconnects, and then I come back like nothing happened. So dumb. Oh well.
And this is what we get for living in Saskatchewan.
If everything was perfect, then life would be too easy.
If everything was perfect, we'd have Google Fiber already.
Yeah.
Everything
Google,
was
come to
perfect.
Canada,
I'd have
please.
4 girlfriends. I'd be the Wolf on Wall Street. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Sweet movie. Saw it
Is
last
it-
night. Yeah.
You like Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, actually, something kind of pathetic of me. I didn't like. I thought it was him the whole movie, but I wasn't 100%. I was like, it really looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't tell, but
You have to ask your friends at the movie.
oh, once it was done, I saw his name. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, kind of sad. It was a long one too, like 3 hours. That is
Really?
longer than The Hobbit, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
It was-
I don't even
it
know
was
how they would fill up
pretty
that time.
There were some scenes that they definitely could have cut out and saved at least half an hour, but they kept them in to be funny and stuff, so I was good. I hate to talk about movies right now, but honestly, I don't know what else we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened for 28 minutes. We reached an all-time low. The new guys talking about movies on the LOL stream. I'm sorry.
Whatever. Really, at this point, I don't know if you watched LCS or anything.
Yeah.
Freaking Kobe. I think it's Kobe. They just talk about whatever.
Whatever they
They
want.
they don't even care.
Well, 1 minute 45 seconds going on here.
I gotta say, it looks like we're gonna get a disqualification here, unless they want to play it out, which so they might. I think they might try it,
I say
but
they should. Why not?
but the only problem being down a man and going against a team comp that's more focused on team fights, you're gonna have a tough time.
they're gonna have to do a lot of catching.
Yeah,
They're
like
gonna have to do it soon, and they're gonna have to end it all really soon.
exactly. Like Ori, she won't even feel guilty about ulting 2 people
No, she shouldn't because it's half. the
because
team.
it's half the team. Exactly. Leona, she doesn't have to hit multiple people. She literally has to hit 1.
Yeah.
Game resuming soon. 1 minute left.
Oh my goodness, what is
Any
gonna
new
happen?
chat information? Doesn't seem like it.
Is it possible that we could contact one of the guys? Like they're 3 minutes ahead of us. Can we find out what's going on here?
I'll see what I can do. I'll open up my client here. Message one of the guys, see what's going on.
Wow. Well, game 1 of Jug's game has just finished. I won't reveal who won or who lost, because if you want to watch that later, you definitely can. But Georgia was a good one.
Well, 5 seconds left.
5,
I didn't get any sort of
3,
response. So
2, 1.
what
Oh
the
my
heck
goodness.
is this?
-2. We have broken the game. We are into negative time now.
I am
Very interesting. Maybe we
definitely
disconnected.
maybe yeah. What the heck here?
Maybe the game's just totally gone. That's why no one's talking. And
Hang on. Let me
this is hilarious.
see something here.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Why is it minus 30 seconds? Oh yeah, dropping the beats.
No kidding. I'm loading up a second game between them.
Oh,
Like I just reopened my client and started spectating a different game. I don't know. It said in the client that they were in for 6 minutes.
oh. Well, I know the chat went longer than that.
So we'll have to see what this is.
The game has been paused, and now I'm getting a swirl
Yeah, that's
No
the
more
same
time.
thing.
on the clock. Just a swirl, just a swirly white ghost going in circles.
The second game hasn't loaded in yet, but everyone's on 100% on my screen. I don't know. This is very odd. I've never had to sit through 30 minutes
Yeah,
of
30
pause
minutes
before.
Of nothing. Probably could have played our own league game in that time. We could have
Probably.
casted that.
I could have finished my CS:GO match.
Could have done a game solo queue. Alright, I'm gonna exit out of that first game. Maybe that way my second game here will go. And yeah, it started and it looks like they already started playing and there was a lane swap. So I don't know if you guys want to quickly switch over here. I am going to
exit this game. It's safe to exit.
Yeah, oh mine just quit out. Yeah, definitely exit
All right.
that. We're already 44 minutes deep into this and we're just at minute 3 of the game, I think it was, when I got back in. I am going to I don't know.
I can't even leave the game. What's happening?
Yeah, it took a while. I don't know if I want to just make a new video of this.
Well, we
Cause
can edit out the first part. Just start a new.
I don't know, the only problem with editing it out is that it compresses all the video quality.
Don't edit it out. Just
leave it.
maybe in the video we'll say skip to this.
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
I had to do that before when I tried to edit it. So,
Well, victims to circumstance.
no kidding. Definitely Riot and their buggy client
Yeah. What the heck?
screwed
man?
us on that one.
Just kidding. Thanks for having a fun, hosting a fun game thing. Making the game. Thanks, Riot. Please, free Riot points. Clock.
Alright.
We are in North America, so this is.
Please, Rise Skin. Championship Rise Skin. For
Triumphant
White
Rise.
Pikmin, please. Even though I'm not playing at all. Please.
Okay. In the game here. It does look like the Muff Stuffers are up 3-1, and they're up 1k in gold.
Jeez, what game have we been watching?
they're only like 4 and 45 seconds in.
They couldn't let us know?
I don't know.
Didn't
I think
tell-
because it
didn't
was
think of
paused, it didn't
Oh.
tell us anything.
Yeah.
Because nobody unpaused the game. They just all left.
Well, I'm going to just control and delete this because I'm stuck, but I'll catch up with you guys. Continue on without me. I'll catch up.
I'm just loading in right now. Oh, spectator
Yeah.
server data request failed. Okay.
And Parablo is ganking top lane of Behemoth and Fontic. They might actually, Behemoth might actually take up a kill on Talon. Wow, they're gonna, looks like they're gonna trade here, support for top lane. Actually, ADC should probably go down too, because he was very far out. Barrier popped, Pure Hugeness comes in. Oh, Parablo uses flash, picks up Behemoth, but will go down in the end. It was 2 for 2. Not too bad.
So what do you think is going to happen from the first game? They're just going to omit
I think
it? Are they going to do 2 other games? do
I'm
you
not
think?
sure what happened. I think they unpaused the game and remade it without telling us.
Well, we'll let them play 2 if they want, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna go on. But again, not too sure. I have no clue.
Whatever happens, happens.
Oh, and Hilo does have OGN ward placed. I wonder how long that's gonna stay. Probably forever.
Not longer than 10 minutes.
Pentagear.
Well, I'm not sure when he placed it.
Pentagear.
Pentakill.
Yeah, OGN. Pentakill.
Oh, okay.
Pentakill. Alright, I'm in. Now, just to make sure it says live for me.
7 minutes?
Live for you guys? Yep, 7 minutes.
Okay.
Great.
Everybody in here? Everyone got the
Yep.
deets?
We're all
Okay.
good.
And we are officially back on track after that 30-minute detour.
Yeah. Darn.
Let's put up with it. Just standard lane tradings going on here.
Yeah.
But Parablo's doing decent in the jungle. I guess both junglers are really the only two that's gotten any kills. But Parablo has been farming a lot more than
That's
Pure
not
Fusion.
even a big deal at this point.
Yeah, I feel as
But
if the ganks probably pay off a little more because it wins lanes, right? That's
Yeah,
the jungler's
exactly.
Goal.
Well,
No,
it's not
yeah.
even that. It's Kazakh's ganks. If you guys just saw that damage.
Yeah,
he
that-
kept
Yeah,
them all.
that was
Just-
a lot.
I'm actually
Quick
not
pickup.
too sold on evolving E first in the
Oh,
jungle.
look at him jump around all over the place in bot lane. He's able to
Yeah,
get
if you
onto
saw
them,
the,
make yeah.
the gap clear was pretty much right out from the corner back at the first tower here. And then he flashed and E'd, and he pretty much got to the second bush.
And there's the perks of the
Easy.
evolved E.
Yeah,
Distance, and if he needed to, he could just
easy
jump
dive.
right out again.
That was a pretty big mistake out of Fontic there to jump onto Mundo while he's ulting.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have Ignite, you're not going to be able to kill him with such a low level.
Oh, the
Yeah, I mean,
regeneration.
pressure's just getting forced down both duo lanes, I suppose. Yeah.
Great
He
smack
can't
shot
get
is
the
Shinto.
steal.
Does go down to Hilo. Hilo
does
will
pick
go
up the
down
steal.
here though. Will they be able to get Ender 2? Yeah, that E.
Oh yeah.
That E
Dude, he just
is
is
huge.
literally just that. He
He's
is-
literally huge at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
404 is this massive.
But
Flying on.
Talon and Hairblow will be able to pick up top tower, it looks like. Oh,
No, they actually.
No, I guess
No,
not.
they didn't.
Yeah, they'll back off, which
Back
is wise still.
Yeah.
Will he do the
Hugeness.
bronze bait?
The
Will he do it?
the bush bait.
Yeah.
Hugeness actually has 4,200 gold about at this point. He's about 100, not 100, 1,000 above everybody else on Wings of Freedom.
Oh
so,
my goodness. That is a scary, scary thing.
and he is backing
already
right
has
now.
blue.
He's,
Yeah.
I think
I can
Last
see a
Whisper
Hydra
rush.
pick
He's
up.
gonna go boots, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Last Whisper. Yeah, he's definitely going for Last Whisper.
Okay. Oh, right
Oh, well,
so
no, you
Reckon
never know,
already
you
has
never
some
know.
armor.
Yeah, he could.
Go,
He still could go Tiamat with that. So
yeah. It would be a really strong build. Just depends on how much money he goes back with.
for sure. Like,
Either would be good, I think, but it's like a Hydra would be good because it's that extra little attack ability that can help him get the kill at this point of the game. Or
Well, the Hydra's
The
gonna be
life
really
steal.
used for. It would be really used for the wave clear in the jungle, and
Yeah.
it's all it's gonna be used for. But that's if he goes in.
yeah. Like, really, at this point, all he needs to do is clear his jungle real quick, and then go pick up another kill.
yeah.
And then you could
gotta-
you
gotta
could like
get mad.
go top at this point. That tower's really low, especially if you see Hilo there. Turn that 2v2 into a 3v2.
Right here, right here, right here.
Here we go. Well,
Okay,
am I
have
gonna
a-
catch?
Oh, will Hilo be able to get away? Oh, Ravelo uses flash.
Rabo looks
Oh,
like he
Hilo
won't
over
make
the
it out
wall.
of this,
Pure
though.
hugeness. Oh, he had the
Yeah.
reset. He could have. If he
here
knew
comes-
Hilo was up there, he could have just went and crushed him.
Yeah,
He
that could
actually
have been.
did know
trouble.
he was there. He just didn't know his exact position.
I
Yeah.
see.
Which was a smart move of him not to jump then. Like, why would you jump at a Zerath? If you're, like, far away from him, Zerath's going to get you because he'll just stun you and nuke you down, and it won't be pretty, and you'll be upset.
Or is Pure Hugh just gonna get this kill on Zera?
I'll have to see here. Oh, the short leap gets stunned.
Oh,
Will
I
be going
see.
down
Yeah.
here.
that little bit of distance.
That was a really greedy play.
Tower does go down.
His jump was a little short, that's true. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
felt
definitely
it
could have
said.
jumped farther. He doesn't have jump maxed, so it's not that big a deal that he hit it, but it still would have been like 150 extra bonus damage.
He would have been closer and could have done the extra.
He
autos
could
and
actually
stuff.
got his Q off.
Now Tiamat is picked up by Hugeness, so that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, something that we didn't really think of in Champion Select and during our 30-minute pause there was that
We had a lot to think about.
Yorick is a much better 1v2 laner than Renekton is. He can keep his range, he can keep his sustain, he has easy getaways with his W and his E, and along with his Q, especially if he hits somebody, that extra movement speed is absolutely ridiculous on Yorick. I believe it's
Here
an
is
extra
something to
50%.
note. Renekton is actually, aside from creep score, he is faring pretty well. He's got 2 more kills than Yorick does, and that's scary, I think.
No,
Yeah.
goal differential's equal.
Oh, okay.
It's not
I'm
really
just
a big
looking
deal.
at kills and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just because of the fact that they had a really early dragon on the Muffin Suffers, and it really set them in a good place. But down at bottom
Yeah,
lane,
good
we
3
started
hair
getting
blow. Hugeness does take that kill, gets the reset, get him to ender. Oh, great. Oh, that ult actually didn't go off from Caitlyn. That was. Oh, but Hilo comes in from the side.
Oh, and he just
Does get caught up by
misses it.
Ashwin. Hilo is going to go down here. See this?
Yeah.
Just completely
Picks
outplayed.
up blue too. Ashwin picks up Hilo's blue out of the
Great for them. Dragon is up in a minute 15, so they
And
get.
already
They
is
can,
a 4K gold differentiation. Sorry to cut you off.
oh no, that's
Yeah.
fine. Easy bottom tower. Ashwin could get the mid tower here.
I would go for it.
He does have the minions. Hair blow is coming in though.
It's actually really funny to look at this. The Muffin Stuffers are 5k gold ahead, a tower, 2 towers ahead, and a dragon ahead. Yet if you look at the vision on the map, you wouldn't think that it'd be them who has the control right now. It's definitely definitely a heavily vision sided for Wings of Freedom there.
Yeah, the Muffin Stuffers definitely need to pick up some red trinkets, start denying that vision, and give themselves the vision control along with the map control.
Yeah, and they do have they have 4 awards around like the dragon and blue side area, and really like if you have that upper blue warded and they have like just up by the wolf camp warded, you're covering off every kind of entrance towards the dragon pit. You really don't need to waste as many wards that were wasted right there.
It does look like we're going to get a dragon fight real here. Hairblow, pretty low, does have his ult, just popped it, so he'll be regenning up to full. Baby Trog is going to go
Not
down.
looking good for Baby Trog here.
May go down. Just pure
I don't
just
think he
had
has a move speed.
hits him with the W.
Oh,
The
picks
dragon
him up with the
does
W.
go in favor of Wings of Freedom, however. And Ashwin,
So that's actually a pretty good trade then.
That's a
Two
really
men,
good trade.
two-man
Yeah.
shockwave. Ashwin,
Ashwin's
great flash
probably
to
gonna-
dodge that.
Gets away.
Is going to get rooted here. Will it be enough? Ender does pick up the
Oh,
kill.
that was a great Leona ult.
And it was.
He just didn't get the
Hilo
reset
can
on
get
that
out.
E. Hilo will be out, but Harablow looks to get caught out, and they do see the OGN ward as well. Oh, the stun coming out of Fontic. And Shadi Shinto comes out to grab the slow, and Harablow will be going down here over to Shadi Shinto.
To be
They-
honest, they could just Baron right
They
here.
could actually Baron here,
Yeah,
for
they have
sure.
the damage. Too,
I
but
believe the Baron.
they're gonna
They
decide
just
not
walked,
to.
both of them just walked right over that pink ward.
Yeah, like honestly,
Looks like they won't Baron.
yeah. What they should have done there is they should have rushed the Baron just because they had the Yorick ult up. Put the Yorick ult on top of Caitlyn. Actually, no, I would put it on Kha'Zix.
Yeah,
actually.
at this point, Kha'Zix would definitely be a better choice.
He's a
Yeah.
monster right now, and he's gonna hit level 11 fairly soon here. Things are gonna get even more ugly.
He actually has. He doesn't have that much gold on him right now, because he did just finish the Ravenous Hydra, but he can buy the Mobos right now if he wants to.
Do we remember when that OGN word was put up? Because it's about to get cleared finally. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Ashwin will
It's
walk
definitely
right
been
through
up
it.
there for 10 minutes.
Claw
This
evolution are
is
coming out of Kha'Zix. Things are gonna get ugly, guys.
yeah.
Yeah, he will absolutely be able to shred anybody. A stun goes down on the Ender. Lots of burst damage. Ender just completely misses that Q. Ult coming out. Baby Shark does not block it, but it's not enough. Culling use, just picking up some minions. Flash at a hair blow. Oh wow, pure
Oh
hugeness
no!
comes in.
Those are
Hilo
Hugeness
off
comes
to the
clean
side.
up Shop.
Hilo just does not do enough damage to save, and Hilo will go down here. Triple kill for pure hugeness.
Some
Just
Alex Eeks stuff going on here. I feel.
there was
Like,
that was a really preemptive Mundo ult. Like, if you saw it, took him down about a quarter of his health, and like that's not what you want to do with a Mundo engage. If you have the opportunity to go for it, I mean, go for it. It's all yours. But they had no vision of anything behind the Muffin Stuffers, and there wasn't anything they could do there. They're too far behind. They need to sit at their tower, and they need to hold them off instead of trying to aggress on top of them.
and the tier 2 bot terror does go down there. This is looking really good from the Muffin Stuffers here. Any sort of engage they are having, they are just winning handily at this point. Mostly the pure heroes. Just look at that. Just insane damage coming out. Fontic,
Goodbye.
and the resets do come out. Oh,
They're just leaving themselves
Oh
open
my
for
goodness!
Hilo's not even going to block that for Ender. Does he want... Can he
Oh,
burst
here's
Ashwin?
it.
Not enough.
The jump almost, but whatever. The kill's picked up.
And Talon is... Oh, does not go down there.
And look
Pablo.
at yours at the top lane.
Could just solo Mundo. Easy peasy with his ult.
He could have easily died that. If you didn't know, Yorick Ultimate is actually able to tank towers for him because the tower considers it as a champion. Like, that could have been an easy kill, even right there. He definitely has damage to go for it.
He's just not trying to be too cocky, which is fair, right? He has him beat. He's farming. That's all he really needs.
For sure. Easily get this tower. Shinto is sitting on 1.3 gold at this point, so he could finish his man immune almost. So he could hit a pretty big power spike, especially because he already has the Frozen Heart finished. Great flash to dodge that stun. Slow coming out. No,
Very close.
yeah, no further engagement at Talon right there.
See how much that Frozen Heart is doing for him, though? Like I said, that Glacial Shroud start on Yorick is just stupid. It makes him so unbelievably strong. He's an unkillable machine right now. There's not a lot they can do against him.
Pugness. Wow, half of Parabolos' health down right there, but Hugeness is caught out right now. Does flash away from that one. Smart choice, as he definitely would have died. Good, easy Renekton and stun.
Mm-hmm.
And red buff going over to Behemoth here. I feel at this point, TMS should really just bait out a Baron fight, or just straight up take Baron themselves.
They need to push their lead on them, because if this goes out end game, they'll be able to fight back against it, but not nearly as much as what they could have in the early game.
And the OGN ward was just taken out. I think that was about 15 minutes of that ward being there, so
It was time for the ward to go.
the value was there. Oh, Shockwave used on Harabo, alt used.
Yes,
That's
yep.
not really that worth of a trade, as Mundo alt
comes
is
up
just
so quick.
it's just so short.
TMS is getting really greedy with just all their actions right now. They need to kind of slow it down and kind of group up and just force out their lead.
Oh, Ender could get caught out here. Speed himself up. Great Leona ult hitting 2 people. Calling used. Renekton popping Dominus.
Ender goes down.
Pure Hugeness just taking out that front line. Doesn't even matter. Goes on to Baby Shark. Baby Shark, great E over the wall, but Parabolo is definitely way too slow with that York on his back. Pure Hugeness. Oh, great flash. Shield coming on his Hugeness. Slow from the E. Hugeness finally goes down. Looks like just an easy cleanup for the rest of TMS here, as Hilo and Baby Shark just
Delayed ace. Well, I guess Ender came back up, but it was a 1-for-5 exchange there. And surrender vote.
Yeah, that's a GG.
And that's the surrender.
22 minutes.
Game 1 goes to the Muffin Stuffers. Thank you for joining us in Game 1. See you all next time.